So in here used to be our hot water cylinder. We've got a few cables that work around. Earth cable and the old power cable to the cylinder. What I'm going to do in this video is put a false floor down. And get rid of some of this. So what the false floor will do is that these cables, since they came up through the floor and not going through the bottom plate there, if I put a false floor on, that means there's a gap that we can then run the cables up inside where the wall will be, with the interior cladding, and it will just tidy up this old floor here. We'll have the same problem with some of these cables. We just put on like a false ceiling that's 20mm lower, and that way the cables will then just go into the wall like so. Well, that's the plan. Whether it works or not, I don't know.
Let's go make something.
Pretty sure that's just an old earth cable which has just been made redundant and been moved to over there. That's before anyone asks. This is a really bowed piece of wood. You can see there it's not balancing right. Okay, but then it lifts up over there. And the trick is, I've been cutting them on a miter saw to have this part here flat. Don't worry about what it's doing over there. You need this part here as flat as possible on the bed of your miter saw. I could lift the roller, but I'm just going to put a wee spacer under it. Now if it wasn't flat, you got more of a chance of kickback, which is bad. Ha! I can only do 2.3 that way, can't I? Yours is a small workshop. I can do 2.3 that, 2.15 that way. So I need 2.5. So I've got to take this outside, spin it round and come back in. Like so. I have to put in some spacers. And the spacer is actually going to be that deep. And then the other 4x2 goes up on the wall. Now these are nothing structural. They're purely to hold the ply wall up. So, as you see, this is nothing structural. It's purely just a spacer block to hold. And then now I need to put up top another spacer under that, and I'll probably put another block about here. That'll kind of keep that 2x4 bright light, keep the 2x4 all flush and plumb and level in an old house, so that's not going to happen. So I got my spacer there, and spacer there. So when I put this back, it now sits proud of this corner. So when I put this piece in, which when I'm lining it up down there, we've got a corner piece and we've got something to nail our pieces to. Now I can't take this out, this piece here out, because if we look up the way it's all lined up with the rest of it and the new framing that we put in, it has to stay there just to keep things all tickety-boo. But I just want to make sure that's good flush, and it is. And I'll just put one down into, a couple down into the bottom plate, skew nail it. That's going nowhere. That seems pretty level to me, or pretty plumb. Just due to the fact there was a slight kink or bow in that stick, and that was quite difficult to even get it as straight as I did. So now what I'm going to have to do for this one, now this one's going to be quite difficult because, as you can see, I am not sure how I'm going to straighten that out, to be quite frank, and you can be Barry. So I have to go and have a bourbon and then think about it. We now have somewhere to attach some ply on that side, and I need to put some 18mm, or actually no, it's not 18mm, that's more like 12mm, something down there, and then that will be something to attach the ply onto there. You need a twang, or a twang going across the top, and possibly just a twang in the centre just to stabilise a few things. But since I'm using ply, I can, when I come to put the shelves in, the ply will do all the work. Then the only issue that I have at the moment is I've only really just noticed that this cable here, which feeds next door, and I'm not an electrician and I don't really want to rewire that, which feeds next door to the bathroom, is going between all this. So I'm going to cut a couple of blocks. I need maybe 5 of them, and if I put a couple of those up in that corner where there's no stud and I haven't got a long enough piece, that's all it's for, is to attach the ply. It's about now that I want a nail gun. The ply can get screwed there. The back wall's got to go in first, unless I put another block there. Then another one. To get the floor level and to the height that I'm wanting, there's a spacer under there. As you can see, I've just had to put a wee packer under that one. This is just to rest the floor slab on. But this one, as you can see, another packer just to get it level. I'll put my level on it. As you can see, we're pretty level there, and going across that way, we're pretty level. As we can see with the earth wire, I need to notch out. And to do that, I'm just going to use multi-tool. That there is purely just to hold it in place while I So as you can see now, the false floor's in, and the cable's coming up underneath the floor there. Because of that cavity, the cables can now go inside the wall. And that was just because the cylinder didn't used to always be here, I believe, and then it got moved here, so drilling into the bottom plate down there, which is going into the basement, through rough cast, through everything else. Quite a difficult mission for them to actually do, and before we were here, the basement wasn't developed as to what it is, so didn't worry the owner at the time. We look down, the bottom one's pretty good. We came up and I traced the top one thinking it was pretty similar. Then we've got a big gap there to deal with. I'm assuming things are not going to be square, but if you look down on the floor one, I mean it's cut out not too badly. Considering that this is a 100-year-old house, actually it's 105 years old now, and nothing is straight. Nothing is plumb, nothing is square. So what I'm going to use on the walls is now just normal ply. These green bits of MDF we scored from somewhere and they'd been used for something else, and I'm not worried about the colour because we can coat of paint inside it once we've got the walls up. This is going to be interesting. I'm by myself. I may end up doing it in 2 cuts. I think I'll do it in 2 cuts. There ain't no way I'm going to get that in there. A little bit more persuasion is required. So, as you can see, I've now put in 1 level for the shelf. The shelf will just sit on those. But as you can see, just in the back here, it doesn't look the prettiest. Like the drawings are not that great, but that's easy enough covered. Sorry, with just putting up a piece like that. I'm going to leave the video like this. We'll get it painted and put them shelves in, and I might do a wee update later on just to show you how we finished it. The idea of this video was to show you how to deal with things that aren't flush and aren't plumb and aren't level. Being a 100-year-old house, I think this shelf is probably going to be the most level thing. The next most level thing will be the fireplace, which is what we put in as well. So, hope you enjoyed the video. We'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. And remember to click the notification bell icon, that way you'll be notified when I upload a new video. You can find us on most social media, including Google+, Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter and Instagram. Please also consider supporting me on Patreon. See you next time. Don't forget to go and make something.